Good morning, YouTube. Oh my gosh, I'm freaking exhausted. Can you tell? Can you see it in my eyes? Oh, I can. Good morning and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ashley. If you're new here, if you are new, please like and subscribe and comment down below. Let me know what you think about my YouTube channel because I'm new to all this. I don't adapt my videos. I do use a filter sometimes to kind of make it look better. I say a fucking lot, so hopefully that'll stop soon. I am making this good morning video about me. Okay, so we're going to dive into Ashley. We're going to get to know me a little bit more. If you're my family or my friends or my family friends, so like what I mean by that is where I was in foster care. I don't know if I said this, I probably have. A lot of my friends was more family to me than friends, if that makes sense. No, we're not blood, but they were literally like family. The Lodigs. Shout out to the Lodigs. I miss and love you all very much. You have met my brother, and I don't know if you met my sister, but that's okay. But you've always been accepting of me, and you have always supported me and been there for me through thick and thin. So anyways, back to me. So I grew up rough. I'm just gonna put that out there. I went through a divorce at a very young age. I was in foster care twice. Most of my life I was in foster care. So just getting that down out on the table. I was put in foster care around 4 or 5 years old. I was back out within a year because my dad fought for his rights back. My mom, unfortunately, just gave up. And then my dad got us back. We lived with our single father until I was 11. So 10 years of my life. So 10 years of my life I had my family, which has always been my dad, my brother, my sister, and me. I'm the baby. And I literally did that in order. So just so you know, oldest to youngest, that is, and check out my brother's YouTube channel, Darwin Combs, okay, everyone. He is a wonderful individual. He's doing a lot to help with COVID-19 elderly in West Virginia, and I'm very proud of him, and he risked his life every day, just like I am, but mine's more convenience store and his is more helping the elderly. But we're still risking our lives. It's the same, it's the same thing. I really want to let you know that thank you, Sherry, the Lodigs. I literally just shouted them out, and what do you know? Sherry Lodig, which is like my mom, okay? My grandma was like my mom, and then I met Sherry, and she was literally like my mom. She is such a wonderful, beautiful person, and literally I cried on her shoulder. I don't know how many fucking times. She has seen me in handcuffs. She has seen me fucking wasted. But we've had some really good times, and she was like the best fucking mom in the world, and her kids are so lucky. They really are. They have a wonderful mom. I love you, Sherry. I miss you so much. Fuck. I'm getting emotional. Okay. So anyways, like I said, at the age of 11, I was put in foster care again. So not only did my mom give up on me, but eventually my dad gave up on us. So our mom gave up on us. Then our dad gave up on us. So that was rough. The government now is my parents. Okay, so that was great. Automatically the government separated me and my brother from my sister. So me and my brother were still together. My sister got the worst of it, and I feel so bad for her, and I'm so sorry, sis. And if you're watching this, I love you, and I miss you, and I'm sorry I moved away, but the thing that sucks about foster care is you get older, and they separated all of us, okay? By the age of 13, I had done lost my entire family. Sorry, guys. I'm just gonna get some toilet paper ready because I can feel it coming. I still to this day struggle with PTSD and getting over the situation. It was very dramatic and very stressful coming home from school to a social worker. But I'm trying to keep a smile on my face and show that I am strong, because I am. But I am human, okay? And that's fine. So I sometimes will get emotional. That's okay. Update on my skin disorder so you can see that it's still there. It still hurts. Anyways, so I've been in a lot of families. Anybody that's in foster care or has been in foster care, comment down below, subscribe. Let me know your experience. I'm letting you know mine. So my first foster family was the Todds. It was 8 people. Okay, so I went from being in a 4-digit family to an 8-digit family. 8 people. That's a lot of people to live with. Don't get me wrong, nice house. Very first time I ever went to Walmart and got my own style and started straightening my hair and just, being a girl and actually having a family that has money to feed me and buy me clothes that aren't from a mission and a lot. So we lived up a holler in Clarksburg. Yes, I said holler because that's what we call them in West Virginia. And if you're from there, love you. That is my home and it always will be, but I needed to get away from there. I couldn't find a job. I was struggling, living in a garage. That sucked. But that's for another time. We're talking about kid me. Okay. So growing up with my dad, what was that like? That was fucking, man. Oh, it was rough. My dad was, and Dad, if you're watching this, I love you, and it's nothing personal, but this is the God honest truth. My dad was abusive, okay? He was in the military, and my grandpa was in Vietnam. So growing up with my dad was like a drill sergeant, okay? We got in trouble if we didn't get our ass beat, which most likely we did. We had to do 100 push-ups, and I can literally do a push-up like army style because of this. He didn't drive, so we walked everywhere, and that includes doing our laundry and going to the grocery store. The grocery store, I don't know if anyone that's watching this is familiar with West Virginia, Hinton, but that's where I was raised as a kid, and the grocery store was a mile away from where I grew up, and we would walk that every month, all 4 of us with backpacks, get a month, not a week, not 2 weeks, not 3 weeks, no, freaking month worth of groceries. Put it in our backpacks. I mean, literally 2 carts full, at the least a cart full. I remember my dad tying, I'll just show you, a gallon of milk, sometimes 2, sometimes 3, but I remember this as a kid. My dad would tie a gallon of milk to these strings right here, okay? And little old me would be having a gallon of milk, walking a mile with my skin condition, just a reminder, hitting the back of my knee constantly. I mean, buckling my knees the whole walk home for a mile. Just imagine. I mean, literally 30, 40 pounds of weight on my little body. And I'm 24 years old. So you can imagine, I was malnourished, whatever it's called. My skin condition never helped with that. I was taking antibiotics every night. So I wasn't the healthiest. And to be put through that was really rough and tough. And I always had big blisters on my feet. And I remember hating shoes. I don't know if you have epidermolysis bullosus. If you do, let me know what you think. But I Still to this day hate shoes. When I was a kid, I never wore shoes. I could walk on gravel. I could walk on anything barefoot and wouldn't faze me. Now, ever since foster care and now, since I've been made to wear shoes, I don't get secondary burns as much because of the shoes. I still do get them, but not as bad as before. But it has made my feet so tender and more sensitive and not as tough and rough as they used to be. And they were so soft and nice when I was a kid. And I think it was from being barefoot all the time. I think being barefoot is actually really good for you, and it's nice to feel the earth. And I'm an earth sign, if you can't tell. I've already said this, a Capricorn. So I love being out in nature and being outside. And that's one thing I'm having a hard time with, being in Kentucky, in central Kentucky. I'm not going to tell you exactly where I live, but if you know me, you know where I live. If you don't know me, I live in central Kentucky, and it's not very, I don't know, there's more concrete and buildings than there is nature, and I really do miss nature. But my first foster home had like four-wheelers and Range Rovers and mules, which is basically the same thing, and that's how I learned to drive. My camera glitched, that was weird. And that was weird also, the honk. I don't know if y'all heard it. So I remember my foster brother, James, who was also a foster kid. He was the oldest one. My first time being on a four-wheeler was with him. And I remember freaking out because if you're from West Virginia, you know how, like, dangerous and steep some of these hills are. And he would take me up to the very top of the mountain, okay, and then drop us down. Like, and when I say down, I mean, like, down. Okay, and I'm sitting there smacking him, like, no, please stop, I'm scared, and, like, just freaking, like, panicking, because I was so afraid we would wreck and get hurt, and he was laughing. He thought it was so funny. Now, I'm not as scared. I've actually drove a dirt bike, a CRF 150, which is very heavy, or was it 250? I don't know. I got a picture on Facebook. If you are friends with me on Facebook, or if you want to look me up, go to Ashley Combs, and it's the same photo on my YouTube channel that is on my Facebook. I did that for a reason, so you can look me up if you don't know me personally, and go ahead and add me there too. I'm open and very open-minded because of my skin condition and because of what I've been put through as a child. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the discoloration on my arm, and I've noticed it in my other videos and in life, but, like, seeing it and realizing that that's probably going to be there for an eternity is crazy to me. And how this condition can be to your body, I know. But I'm beautiful, so back at it. Okay. Second foster home. Oh, the reason I was kicked out of the first foster home is because, like, I ran off and stayed the night at some house, and they ended up getting rid of me, which is okay. That's fine. But it separated me and my brother, so that was not okay. But everything happens for a reason, so I remember going to my first shelter, which is, like, in the old days, orphanage. So I was in a shelter, boys and girl home, called Genesis in Clarksburg, West Virginia. And I was in the old one. There's a new one now near the high school. The old one was a very creepy, very complex building. I was always trying to think of ways to run away. I hated it there. I did not like feeling like I was in jail, okay? And that's what placement and shelter feels like. And there is a difference between the two. If you're in a shelter, it's most likely going to be a temporary thing. It's not going to be very long. If you're in a placement, you might be there for years, okay? I remember my placement that I was in, Brook Place. I don't know if they're still open. I think they got shut down. But I was there for over a year until I literally got myself kicked out. Hi, me Ashley. The pain in the ass that can't keep a home. So my second foster family. I'm trying to remember. I leave Genesis. They finally find me a home. It's with this one very Christian but punk family. And they had the same amount of freaking kids. But 4 was their actual kids. And 2 was foster kids. It was me and my girl Brittany. So me and her stayed in the same room. We actually got along because we understood each other. So that was very nice. That was nice. And I miss her till this day. She will always be my sister from another mister. Okay? But, they kicked me out because, you know, when you're young and you're like exploring and trying to figure out who you are, I became, and I still kind of am, but I just like, you know, male gender more, bisexual. And I had a girlfriend named Sammy. I probably shouldn't be putting real people's names or asking them if it's okay. Anyways, there's a lot of Sammys, so I doubt you'll know who she is. If you know me, you will though. Beautiful, gorgeous, kind, but confident woman. And I love her. And I still love her till this fucking day. Even though she settled down, had kids, and had a family. She's still beautiful. She's still confident. And I still love her. And I miss her. They kicked me out right after I tried out for the basketball team. I made the team. And right before the first practice, boom, bang, bam, they found the love note in my drawer from me and her. She was staying the night with me. You know, I was 14 years old. So, young and dumb. But because they're Christians and because that's a sin, boop, out you go to another home. And that's when I moved to Martinsburg, West Virginia. Thank God they never like moved me like they did that one kid I met in the new Genesis. He was moved from Oregon, which is in between California, I believe, and Washington, which is all the way on the other side of America, right? They moved him from Oregon to West fucking Virginia. Like, why there of all places? And I don't know. I feel like there should be a lot more shelters and placements out there in Oregon and California than there would be in West Virginia. But maybe they were full. I don't know the situation. The kid seemed really nice. He seemed normal. Didn't seem like anything was really wrong with him at all. I don't know. And I've met some crazy people too. But that's my life. I'm crazy. We're all crazy. It's okay. In my videos, it's okay to be weird, different, unique. And my viewers, it's okay to be who you are. I want you to be who you are. Unless, I don't know, you're trying to protect yourself, then it's understanding for you to put up a guard. Okay, so after being kicked out by my second foster family, I went to Martinsburg, and that foster family was really good to me. They bought me a Polaroid camera, and it was so nice. And that's when I had the idea. I was watching YouTube, you know. I had I think it was an iPad or an iPhone. I'm not sure. I think it was an iPhone. No. It was like the small version of an iPad, but like the bigger version would kind of look like a phone, but it wasn't. I don't fucking know. Anyways, I lived there. I feel like I'm leaving something out. No. Yeah. You know what? Honestly, I don't know. There was a foster family before that one. Okay, I'm sorry. They moved me to one in Clarksburg, and it was this couple that couldn't have kids. And I got really close with the mom. We would go to the skating rink in Clarksburg every single day. They taught me how to skate. I didn't know how to skate until I was like 13 years old. Like, what? You've never been skating? The first time I went to a theme park, like with roller coasters, was Kings Island. Like, I've been to Kennywood and Placement, and I was hyped for that. But I never knew, like, the thrill of Kings Island. I went for the first time recently. I think I was like 22 years old. Anyways, I didn't do a lot of stuff in my young life. My first lost family, I was on a dance team, so we did end up going to New York City. That was really cool. I got to go up the Empire State Building. I got to dance on the island where the Statue of Liberty is. I got to be on a boat for the first time. That's not like in the river of West Virginia and is blown up, like, I don't know, float that I'm on. I grew up very poor, into foster care. And the foster homes were, like, some were nice and, like, the clothes smelled good and the house was clean. And then others, like, the clothes would be very, Mom, you left them in the fucking washer too long. They smell like mold. Oh, that Christian foster family that kicked me out for being bisexual, Jesus. They were, like, too lazy, or I don't know what it was, but they would leave the fucking clothes in the washer, and they would sit there, and sit there, and sit there, and then they put them in the dryer, right? And by the time they get out of the dryer, like, you get out of the shower, right? You know, the best thing about getting out of a shower is putting your face in a fresh, clean, good-smelling towel, and you would sniff. Ugh. Oh my God, that's so fucking gross. And if they're watching this, you know who you are. You know. You know. Okay? Your towels stank. My clothes smell like mold. And the perfume didn't work. It was cheap. But, oh well. Alright, so. I think I'll make another one for this. But that's a little bit about me. Let me know what you think, okay? I am open to thoughts and comments. How am I doing? I don't know. I think I was doing great, and now it's kind of like declining a little bit, but that's okay. You know, you gotta start somewhere, and I am alright with starting from the bottom and working my way up to the top. I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope you will keep coming back to my channel and keep watching my unique butterfly self, and love you all. Hope you stay beautiful, awesome, unique viewers.